Welcome everyone to our Shukke Tokudo home leaving ordination ceremony 2025 for three very, very good people. Kojitsu, Koriki, and Shinkon. I'll explain a little bit more about this ceremony in a moment. Right now, we're going to begin, as we always do, with incense, the Heart Sutra, a dedication of today, a few minutes of Zazen, and then we will formally begin our ceremony. So if you would, as your health permits, you may remain seated, of course, but if you can, if your circumstances allow, you may stand. You may remain seated and be in Gasho if you would. All right? Let's begin.
Magahanyāramita Shingyo Kanji Zai Bosatsu Gyojin Hanyāramita Jisho Kengon Gaikudo Isaiku Yagushari Shishigi Shiki shiki sokuze kuku sokuze shiki ju sogyo shiki yakubu ze shari ze shohoku sofu shofu metsu fuku fujo fujo fugen ze goku jumu shiki maju sogyo shiki magen nibi ze shini ma shiki shogomi soku home gen gai nai shimai kai ma myo yaga ma myo jin nai shi ma ro shi yaga ma 罗西金么个什么子多么奇呀个么多古伊么修多个波带萨带Buddha nature pervades the whole universe, reality existing right here now. In reciting the heart of the perfection of Great Wisdom Sutra, we dedicate this undertaking of Shukke Tokudo home living ordination ceremony to Shakyamuni Buddha, honored one, the historical Buddha and teacher, and to those ancestral teachers, Eihei Dogen honored one, Soji Keizan honored one, all successive honored ones up until Zuigaku Renpo honored one, and Gudo Wafu honored one, and to all other honored ones throughout history, same yet diverse honored ones, whose names have been forgotten or left unsaid. We also dedicate these efforts to the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, to all awakened ones and teachers in all places and times. We especially seek tranquility and well-being for all creatures now suffering or ill in health. May they be serene through all their ills. May their lives be at peace and wisdom pervade the darkness of ignorance. We dedicate our hopes and aspirations to all victims of war and violence and natural events, to the injured and to all families touched by these tragedies, to the healing of hatred in all countries and among all peoples, to the wisdom and compassion of our world leaders, to the peace of the world and harmony of all beings. Thus let the harmful effects of words, thoughts, and actions be dispelled, and compassion bloom in perpetual spring. May we all realize and live the enlightened way together. All Buddhas throughout space and time. All Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, Mahaprajna Paramita.
We will now all be seated and prepare for a few minutes of Zazen. Welcome everyone to our Shukke Tokudo home leaving ordination for Joe Shinkon Gaston, Brett Kojitsu Williams, and Mark Koriki Jackson, two good friends that have become very welcome faces in our Sangha, part of the roof that keeps this place going. And on a personal note, my dear friends, today is a very special day for any Sangha because it represents the next generation coming to keep the flame burning into the future, to be of service to all sentient beings. As I always say, to become a priest is to step from being a guest to being the person who is serving the other sentient beings, is there for them, for their needs. And these three individuals exemplify such qualities. They love our way, they sit zazen, and most importantly, they do as they can to live by the precepts and to spread these teachings to others. And that's why we're here today. So without further ado, I am now going to ask our priest to engage in a series of bows. Because of health restrictions, sometimes we cannot always stand and bow as we wish, but in our Sangha, we do what the body allows. So these bows are with all our heart, even if the motions of our body are a little limited sometimes. So I will read the first bow. With sincere mind and heart, please make 3 bows to the Buddha here and the Buddha where you are. Next, with sincere mind and heart, please make 3 bows to your parents and family in gratitude for making this life and day possible. We face towards where our parents are, and if they're not in this world now, they're in our hearts, and we face that way. Lovely. Next, with sincere mind and heart, please make 3 bows to your preceptor. Such bows are not to me, not to an individual person of flesh and blood sitting here, but symbolically to the lineage for which I stand. Please make 3 bows. I now formally open our Shukke Tokudo ordination ceremony. Honored guests, families, and ordinees, I respectfully announce to everyone that the novice ordination ceremony for Brett Kojitsu Williams, Joe Shinkon Gaston, and Mark Koriki Jackson will now begin. First, we will have the invocation to all the Buddhas in all forms everywhere. We will now symbolically invite all the Buddhas and ancestors with whom we practice to witness this ceremony, free of all barriers of time and place. Everyone, please, gasho, and repeat with me, after me. First, at one with all Buddhas in the 10 directions.
At one with all
Buddhas
in the 10 directions.
At one with the Dharma in the 10 directions.
At one
with the Dharma in the 10
directions.
At one with the Sangha in the 10 directions.
At one with the Sangha in the 10 directions.
At one with our principal teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.
At one with our principal teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.
At one with the great, compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva.
At one
with the great, compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva.
At one with the great, wise Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
At one
with the great, wise Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
At one with the great, sacred Manjushri Bodhisattva.
At one with the great, sacred Manjushri Bodhisattva.
At one with all Mahasattvas, Bodhisattvas in the 10 directions.
At one with all Mahasattvas, Bodhisattvas in the 10 directions.
At one with Dogen Zenji.
At one with Dogen Zenji.
At one with Keizan Zenji.
At one with Keizan Zenji.
At one with the successive great teachers in our Bodhisattva lineage.
At
one with the successive great teachers in our Bodhisattva lineage.
At one with the three treasures, the Buddha Tathagata, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, all the ancestors and all who witness this ceremony, we gather today to welcome novice priests Koriki, Kojitsu, Shinkon. The mind source is completely calm, and the sea of the Dharma is fathomless. One who cannot realize such wanders endlessly, and one who realizes such is immediately at home. To be able to play freely in the field of enlightenment, it is necessary to drop attachments. Vow to drop them. Let them go. Do not doubt. There is nothing surpassing dropping attachments for entering the enlightened way. Cutting one's hair is cutting the root of human attachment. And if one cuts off human attachment, even just a little bit, one's true nature is immediately revealed. Changing your clothes, one steps out of worldly delusion and can thus attain freedom. Therefore, among all the Buddhas in the three worlds, not one realized enlightenment without dropping attachments and penetrating dualistic views. The merit of dropping attachments and becoming a priest is unsurpassable. For example, although there is great merit in building a temple that reaches to the sky, if one compares the merit of this with that of letting go, it is not even 100th of its worth, which cannot be measured. A temple may become ruined and unusable, but the merit of becoming a priest will never be lost. By dropping attachments, one already is the true child of Buddha. You are the most fortunate of all beings in the three worlds. Among all beings in the six realms, this is a most commendable life. Shinkon, Koriki, Kojitsu. Reflect. Your body-mind is suddenly turning from endless rebirth, and you are being irreversibly and timelessly born in the no-birth country of Buddha. Clinging and delusion do not cease, yet your original true nature has been revealed. After entering the priesthood, heaven neither covers nor does the earth sustain. Having nothing with which to cover your round head and your robes embodying enlightenment, one stands out. Whoever comes in contact with you receives great benefit. One is now in service to all sentient beings. Your abode is beyond the three worlds, and its virtue pervades the 10 directions. You walk together with the Buddhas and ancestors. Be kind to your teacher and honor your Buddha nature. Respect the Buddhas and teachers. Thus it is said, in the drifting, wandering world, it is very difficult to cut off attachments. Now you are vowing to let go and realize the truth of emptiness. This is true gratitude, Koriki, Shinkon, Kojitsu. Think right now with gratitude of your parents and thank them for having given you life. Consider carefully the mutual karma that brought you here. Think of what your loved ones, your partners, your friends have done, and further what your Sangha has done. Think of what our line of teachers has done. You will now be able to dedicate this life freely to the welfare and service of all beings. Kojitsu, Koriki, Shinkon. Now realize the world of impermanence. This is indeed rare and unthinkable. When for the first time bodhisattvas raise the Bodhi mind in the midst of birth and death, single-mindedly realizing enlightenment, the merit they derive from this very moment mind is deep, broad, truly boundless. Though Tathagatas may explain it fully, it can never be exhausted. Now you will receive the inner robe of the Buddha, the Koromo. Please raise up your Koromo robe as so. This robe I hold will represent those robes, will become your robe, and a close friend or loved one will assist you in putting it on. Their hands are my hands, are the hands of the Buddhas and ancestors. Our hands reach across all distance to give it to you. Please receive your inner robe. Take your time. There's no rush in this at all. And it's a good time for me to also mention something I always like to say. When we discuss home leaving, you see that these are people at home with friends, family, living in the world. This was the way of Nishijima Roshi and many teachers who found that the true home leaving, the true service to the world can be right in where we are, not necessarily beyond the walls of a temple. This is true home leaving. Take your time. It gets better with practice, you know. Truly the Buddha's hands. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Truly, take your time. It's fun. I honestly don't recall. Is this part of the ceremony, the belt? I never thought about that. It is, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's
If you're looking for the end, you know, it just goes around and around.
Yeah. Having some struggles here.
Take your time.
There we go.
There you go.
no,
Okay, okay.
he's got it. The first time you do it, it's difficult.
All right? You'll perfect the knot with practice. We have some excellent knot teachers here. Next, all of you, now that you have received your koromo, please make 3 bows. Slowly and carefully, with all your heart. Now, the last strands of your hair will be cut. Only the Buddha can cut the last strands of hair. And our hands serve as the Buddha's hands. A close friend or loved one will assist. Their hands are my hands, are the hands of the Buddhas and ancestors. I will now cut the hair of Shinkon, Koriki, and Kojitsu as their teacher and preceptor, one by one. Shinkon, now the last strands of your hair will be cut. Only the Buddha can cut the last strand of hair. Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Come forward. Now let the hair be cut away. Kojitsu. Now the last strands of your hair will be cut. Only the Buddha can cut the last strand of hair. Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Come forward. Let the hair be cut away. Lovely. Koriki. Now the last strands of your hair will be cut. Only the Buddha can cut the last strand of hair. Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Will you allow me to cut it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Let the hair be cut away. Ordinees, please repeat your vow.
Though my form is altered,
My
my heart
heart
remains faithful to my purpose.
Parting
With human attachment, though living amid this
muddy
muddy
world,
world like a lotus,
leaving home.
leaving home, I seek the enlightened way, a home that is never left,
A way that
way
cannot be
that
sought.
cannot be sought. I vow to free all.
All create.
We will now bestow upon you the blood lineage chart and a new name. Shinkon,
Here, give me this.
your name is Seido Shinkon. Calm way, true root. Kojitsu, your name, your way name is Bondo, and your Dharma name, Kojitsu. Peaceful way, good day, from the expression every day is a good day. Koriki, you are now Sando, Koriki. Mountain way, boundless power. Now I will bestow a blood lineage chart on which such names have been inscribed.
Oh. That's this.
Please receive your blood lineage chart.
The Zagu, that thing. I put everything out in order.
We will now bestow upon you the Zangu bowing cloth. Please receive the bowing cloth. You have now received the Zagu, or Denise. Please repeat your vow.
I
Sandu
now
Koriki
receive this bowing
now
cloth.
receive this
Shall
bowing
forever
cloth,
protect my robe.
which shall forever protect my robes.
All Buddhas,
All Buddhas receive and use this cloth.
may
May
I
I forever repose on this,
here
share
with
with
all
all
beings.
beings.
Next, open the Zagu and please bow 3 times. This is also something we do as the health and body allow. Next, I will bestow upon you the Raksu of a novice priest. Your hands or my hands are the Buddha's hands. Please receive your Raksu. We do not wear it at this time, Please place it aside. I will now bestow upon you the kessa, the outer robe of the novice priest. Kojitsu, Shinkon, Koriki, you now receive the kessa. Do you vow to maintain it? What do you say?
I now receive this kessa of the Buddhas and ancestors and vow to maintain it.
Please receive your kessa. Kojitsu, you now receive the kessa. Do you vow to maintain it?
I now receive this kessa from the Buddhas and ancestors and vow to maintain it.
Please receive your kessa as a novice priest. Shinkon, you now receive this kessa. Do you vow to maintain it?
I now receive this kessa of the Buddha and ancestors and vow to maintain it.
The kessa I hold becomes your robe. Our hands reach across all distance to give it to you. Please receive your kessa. Now place the kessa upon your head, and we will now recite the verse of the kessa. Stand in gassho and recite 3 times with me. Robe of liberation boundless.
Robe
Robe of liberation boundless,
Field beyond both form and formless.
field beyond both form and formless,
Wearing the Tathagata's teachings.
wearing the Tathagata's teachings,
Vowing to save all sentient beings.
vowing to save all sentient beings,
Robe of liberation boundless.
robe of liberation boundless,
Field beyond both form and formless.
field beyond both form and formless.
Let me hear a little more energy, guys. Come on. Wearing the Tathagata's teachings.
Wearing the Tathagata's teachings,
That's better. Vowing to free all sentient beings.
vowing to free all sentient beings,
Robe of liberation boundless.
robe of liberation boundless,
Field beyond both form and formless.
field beyond both form and formless,
Wearing the Tathagata's teachings.
wearing the Tathagata's teachings,
Vowing to free all sentient beings.
vowing to free all sentient beings.
We will now place the kessa upon you, and a close friend or loved one will assist you in putting it on. Their hands are my hands, are the hands of the Buddhas and ancestors. Please now place on the kessa of a novice priest.
In the midst will go. Oh, this needs to be straightened. There we go. And then this strap goes here. Just
This also gets better as the years pass.
this
It's
needs.
nice that each of you have someone there. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Here we go.
Is it going to stay by itself?
It'll stay right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's good. It's good. All right.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's never perfect, you know.
No, it doesn't. Just
It's good. It's good.
perfect. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Mike, that's it.
Now, next, I will bestow the bowl of a priest upon you, the Buddha bowl. Just a little word again. I think you know the story, but Tosei Shoemaker, that's the American pronunciation, I think he pronounces it Schumacher, is a gifted potter and knew that two of our priests would be receiving a bowl. And he spent many hours in his studio to craft a full set of oryoki bowls for two of our priests, Kojitsu and Koriki. And we would like to thank him again. They're beautiful works of art. This bowl that I hold represents the bowls you will be receiving. It is to nourish you as medicine. It is the bowl of giving and receiving. It is the bowl of emptiness and fullness. It stands for so much in our teachings. I will now bestow this bowl upon you. Please receive the Buddha's bowl. Ordinese, please repeat your vow.
Please intensely concentrate and wholeheartedly reflect. I now receive this Buddha bowl and vow to always maintain and use it.
You have now received your bowl. Now, wearing the clothes of the Buddha and having the Tathagata's eating bowl, we will bestow the Bodhisattva precepts. The great precepts of Gautama Buddha were kept by all Buddhas. They were transmitted from Buddha to Buddha, and they were received by ancestor after ancestor. The receiving of the precepts transcends the three kinds of time, and the experience of truth will continue forever. Our great master Gautama Buddha transmitted the precepts to Master Mahakashapa. Master Mahakashapa transmitted the precepts to Master Ananda. And the transmission of the precepts has continued in this way, passing from orthodox successor to orthodox successor in one line. And so, after many ages, has come to this time and place. Now I am bestowing the precepts upon you to return the profound benevolence of Gautama Buddha and to make you the standard of human beings and all life. We trust this to be the true reception of Gautama Buddha's wisdom and life. Respectfully following the approval of Gautama Buddha, we would like to devote ourselves to the precepts and confess. Listen to my words and wholeheartedly say the same words after each line. All harmful acts, words, and thoughts,
all harmful
moral
acts,
acts, words,
words,
and
and
thoughts
thoughts
ever committed by me since of old,
ever committed by me since
of
old,
old,
on account of beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance,
on account of beginningless
greed,
anger, and ignorance,
born of my body, mouth, and mind,
born of my body, mouth, and mind.
now I atone for them all.
Now I atone for them all.
Now, having made atonement, you have purified your body, mouth, and thoughts. This purification is due to the power of atonement. Next, you will reveal yourself as the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, which have the three virtues and merits of the one body three treasures, the realized three treasures, and the maintained three treasures. When once you reveal yourself as the three treasures, all virtues and merits will be in complete realization. You have a leaf. Here we have a leaf. This is from our garden. For every ceremony we do, I always thank the plant and take one. Please hold up your leaf into the air so that it touches ours across the distances. There is no separation. When I touch my head, you and I shall be in a gesture of mind-to-mind connectedness beyond teacher and student. Now here I have some water from the Himalayas. It actually comes from the sacred Lake Kusumi-gaura here in Japan. Now please receive this and touch your own head also 3 times for Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Now please return the energy back to me, the link. These 3 are for the benevolence of our parents, teachers, and the nations and the whole earth. And these are for all beings in all places in space and time. Everything is fresh and new. And now you will receive the precepts. First, we undertake the three devotions, the three treasures. Repeat after me, everyone please, in Gasho. Respectful devotion to Buddha, respectful devotion to Dharma, respectful devotion to Sangha.
Respectful devotion to Buddha. Respectful devotion to Dharma. Respectful
devotion to Sangha.
Devotion to Buddha, the Supreme One, please.
Devotion to
Buddha,
the Supreme One.
Devotion to Dharma, the supreme purity.
Devotion to Dharma,
the supreme purity.
Devotion to Sangha, the supreme community.
Devotion to Sangha, the supreme community.
Perfect devotion to Buddha, perfect devotion to Dharma, perfect devotion to Sangha.
Perfect devotion to Buddha. Perfect devotion to Dharma. Perfect devotion to Sangha.
The giving of the precepts of three devotions is like this. From now on, Gautama Buddha and all Buddhas are your great teachers. Never devote yourself to false teachings, harmful teachings, or the like. These precepts were retained by Buddhas of the past. They were transmitted by the ancestors. Now I bestow this upon you. You should retain them sincerely. Will you maintain them?
Yes.
Yes.
Will you maintain them?
Yes.
Will you maintain them?
Yes.
You should do your best to keep these precepts. Please bow 3 times. Now the 3 pure and universal precepts. Number 1, to seek as you can in this body and life to avoid doing harm.
Yes.
That's a premature yes, please. I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not done. All right. This precept was retained by Buddhas of the past. It was transmitted by ancestor to ancestor. Now I bestow this upon you. Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. Number 2, to seek as you can in this body and life to live in a healthful, healthful, and helping way, doing good. This precept was retained by Buddhas of the past. It was transmitted by ancestor to ancestor. Now I bestow this upon you. Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
Number 3, to seek as you can in this body and life to live for the benefit of all sentient beings. This precept was retained by Buddhas of the past. It was transmitted by ancestor to ancestor. Now I bestow this upon you. Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes,
Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
You should do your best to keep these precepts. Please bow 3 times. And now, the 10 fundamental precepts. I shall now read them. To seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from the killing of life. This precept was retained by Buddhas of the past. It was transmitted by ancestor to ancestor. Now I bestow this upon you. Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes. Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Will you seek to keep this precept from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
I will now read the complete list of precepts. Listen closely. Number 2, to seek as you can in this body and life to live in generosity and refrain from taking that which is not given. Number 3, to seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from misusing sexuality and all desire. Number 4, to seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from false and malicious speech. 5, to seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from intoxication in its many forms. 6, to seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from unconstructively criticizing the errors and faults of others. 7, to seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from praising oneself and judging others. 8, to seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from stinginess in bestowing the Buddhist teachings and all precious things. 9, to seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from all anger. 10, to seek as you can in this body and life to refrain from disparaging the 3 treasures, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. These precepts were retained by Buddhas of the past. They were transmitted by ancestor to ancestor. Now I bestow them upon you. Will you seek to keep these precepts from now to the end of your life?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Will you seek to keep these precepts from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Will you seek to keep these precepts from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
You should do your best to keep these precepts. Please make 3 bows. These 16 Buddhist precepts are the 3 devotions, the 3 pure and universal precepts, and the 10 fundamental precepts. They were retained by Buddhas of the past. They were transmitted by ancestor to ancestor. Now I bestow them upon you. Will you seek to keep these precepts from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
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 Will you seek to keep these precepts from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
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 Will you seek to keep these precepts from now to the end of your life?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
You should do your best to keep these precepts. Please bow 3 times. This is where I always like to say that I think this ceremony was made for 20-year-olds. I hope some of our priests are not feeling it too much in the morning. We will now have our ceremony of recognition, and I explain what this is. This is for all of the other priests to join me. You, Seido Shinkon, Sando Koriki, Bondo Kojitsu, you will now take my seat here, the seat of the Buddhas and ancestors. And we shall welcome and celebrate you. I have a little bell here we use only for this occasion. I will take it. Seido Shinkon, Sando Koriki, Bondo Kojitsu. Please close your eyes and see that you are now sitting where I have been sitting, where the Buddhas and ancestors are sitting. Place yourself sitting in this chair where I have been sitting. Place your hands in Gasho and see me and all the Buddhas and now ancestors as I and all your Sangha brethren. What is the word for brothers and sisters? I forgot the word. Siblings, that's the word I was looking for. All your Sangha siblings join you in celebration as we circle you 3 times. Please close your eyes. A person who receives the Buddhist precepts enters the state of Buddha at once. They stand at the same level as Gautama Buddha. We say they are a child of Buddha. A person who receives the Buddhist precepts. I'm going to go this way. A person who receives the Buddhist precepts enters the state of Buddha at once. They stand at the same level as Gautama Buddha. We can say they are a child of Buddha. A person who receives the Buddhist precepts enters the state of Buddha at once. They stand in the same level as Gautama Buddha, we can say they are a child of Buddha. A person who receives the Buddhist precepts enters the state of Buddha at once. They stand at the same level as Gautama Buddha. We can say they are a child of Buddha. A person who receives the Buddhist precepts enters the state of Buddha at once. They stand at the same level as Gautama Buddha. We can say they are a child of Buddha. A person who receives the Buddhist precepts enters the state of Buddha at once. They stand at the same level as Gautama Buddha. We can say they are a child of Buddha. And now, please return to your places. And so, I respectfully announce to everyone that the novice ordination ceremony of Sando Koriki, Bondo Kojitsu, and Seido Shinkon is now concluded. Please prostrate 3 times. Now I'm going to ask you each one by one to say a few brief words, or no words if you feel, but whatever comes from your heart. First, Bondo Kojitsu. Welcome.
Thank you all so much. I really appreciate all the effort everyone put in to make this possible, including making my rakusu, my kesa, my bowls, and I'd really like to thank Beyond for being such a great mentor and leading me through this process. And thank you, Jundo, for being a wonderful preceptor. Thank you so much, everybody.
Next, Seido Shinkon.
I'd like to express my sincere gratitude and thanks to Jundo, Bion, and Seiko for their mentorship and welcoming into the Sangha, and everyone else that I've communicated with on the forum. It's been the greatest thing in a very turbulent time right now in the past few months to get ready for this. And I thank you with all my heart.
Next, Sando Koriki.
Thank you, Jundo and fellow priests, for creating and supporting this island of misfit toys that is Treeleaf. I truly would not have had the opportunity to deepen my own practice and help others without all that you've created. I'd also like to thank my wife, Diana, for not only supporting me with my practice, but for doing everything she can to make my life better during my illness. She's a true bodhisattva, and she inspires me every day. I hope that in my role as a priest that I'm able to be of service to others along their own spiritual paths.
And now I gave them no warning of this, but Zen is about spontaneity. So on behalf of all the senior transmitted priests, Koku, maybe you have a few words to say.
just to say thank you for allowing us to witness your ordination. It's always such a moving ceremony that the three of you are coming into this path of service. As you've all alluded to, you're putting on the robes of a Buddha and trying to serve the world in that way. Sometimes that can feel like a heavy thing, but it's also an incredibly joyful thing. And one thing I will say, as again, you've all alluded to, you're not alone. We're here to help you. So if at any point during your journey you need to reach out to any of us, please do. This learning process takes years of developing into a priest. And we normally find things happen. So 5 years of anyone's life or longer is quite a period of time. And you will go through stuff. And this is where Sangha becomes just so important. And we're all here from you to see you. I look at each of you, you're beautiful people, and we're here to make sure that you develop from seeds of the priests you are now into the fully grown trees of the priests you will be. So thank you so much for your commitment, your service. Enjoy today, celebrate with your loved ones, take a moment to feel what it means to you. And then when you come back into the Sangha, we'll be there waiting for you and joining with you along this path. So thank you so much.
Now, on behalf of the Unsui priests, a few words from Shinchin.
I don't know, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I just want to, echo what Koku's already said in terms of thanking you so much for allowing us to be present during your ceremony today. It's interesting how it kind of echoes back through time and space to every priest's experience as they went there, and it kind of we're all there with you in this moment, just as you were there with us in the moment in the past, even though you may not realize it. It's just wonderful to see how the tradition manifests itself, and we are connected to all the priests that have gone before. It's just such a wonderful experience. And again, thank you very much for allowing us to participate in this today. Again, just to echo what Koku said, we're here for you. We want to help you go through this process as in any ways that we can help. So really, please feel free to reach out and ask for whatever help it is that you need to continue on your journey. And I guess just the last thing, I just want to say congratulations. Again, little seeds being sprouted. It's just so wonderful to see this renewal of a process that's gone on for so long. So thank you again.
We will now recite the four vows.
Don't you usually do that? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do I do that or do you usually do that?
You can do that.
Okay. To save all sentient beings, though beings numberless. To transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible. To perceive reality, though reality is boundless. To attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable. To save all sentient beings, though beings numberless. To transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible. To perceive reality, though reality is boundless. to attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable, to save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable.
And now, the ceremony is over. Everyone, go in peace. Live as good students and monks. Lovely. See you all around the Sangha. See you all. Love you all.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
everybody.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys really made yourselves suffer by sitting in Gasho the entire hour and 30 minutes. What?
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So I can stop things here.